Today, a new motorbike enters the family, but what brand, what model, and why did we choose it? Good morning, Mrs. T.
Good morning.
It's early doors. It is early doors. Sunrise here in Thailand. Last night, I brought a motorbike back for you. You've already seen it, but for our viewers, we've hidden it. We're trying to get them to guess what it is. Some of them will know already because we have mentioned it in the past, but for those that don't know, can you reveal your new bike, please?
I mean, I have to open it?
Yeah, open and show what we have.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! It's a Royal Enfield, of course.
This my new bike.
Your new bike, yes. So I really wanted to buy you the classic 350, but you didn't really like the look
No,
of that.
I can't ride it because it's too heavy.
Too heavy?
Too heavy.
I don't think it's much heavier. It was just a little bit taller as well, I think.
Yeah, I think it's too tall and too heavy. Then I cannot control it.
But this bike is lower, and we're going to try and make it lower for you again.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go for a little ride now, right?
Okay.
To the coffee shop.
Yeah.
For breakfast.
Okay.
That would be nice. So, calculation-wise, I'm 80 kilograms. This bike is 240 kilograms. It's 3 times my weight. I do find this heavy. Can you tell the audience your weight, please?
52 kilograms.
52 kilograms. So if you multiply that by 3, that's 156 kilograms. This bike is 181 kilograms. So it's more than 3 times your weight. So this is going to be heavier for you than this is for me, you know? So all I can say is when you maneuver the bike, you've got to stand as close as you can to it. If you stand away from it, the weight will push you over. So you've got to stand as close as you can to it when you maneuver it. And then that makes it lighter.
Okay.
Okay?
Try.
And so this is stock standard bike at the moment. I will try and lower the shocks for you at one stage, and I will try and lower the seat for you.
It's good looking bike. I do like it.
Yeah, it is a good looking bike. It is actually. And it's definitely aimed at the younger generation. Mm. You know, so yeah, it's a nice looking bike. I rode it 180 kilometers back here last night, and it rides very well, drives very well. To be honest, I was doing similar speeds on this than I achieve on my 650.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So 100 kilometers per hour, no problem. And at a push, I can do 120. But 100 is where it ideally sits, between 80 and 100, which is ideal for you as well. Before we take our first ride on the Royal Enfield Hunter 350 with Mrs. T, let's rewind to yesterday when I caught a bus to Chiang Mai to pick up the Hunter and rode it the 180 kilometers back to Chiang Mai, a 3-hour journey that kicked off this new adventure. Okay, so here I am in Chiang Mai. This is my 3rd Royal Enfield in 3 years that I've purchased. So this is the first time I've purchased a second-hand Royal Enfield, but it's only got 4,000 kilometers on the clock. So it's like a brand new bike. It's even still got knobblies on the back wheel. So the first problem we're going to have is to navigate out of central Chiang Mai. I haven't got a phone mount, and I haven't got my AUC C6 or my AUC C3. Luckily, I do have on my helmet over there my Fog Sports communicator. So I'm hoping I can get prompted navigations from my headphones, and I will repeat those as I listen to them because I don't think you're going to hear them, but I'll repeat them, see if we can navigate out of busy Chiang Mai. Okay, so I'm totally relying on my Fog Sports, which means I cannot connect to a microphone. In 600 meters slide right, it's telling me. It's got a nice tone, this bike, a very nice tone. Very similar to the Bullet 350. Little popping noises at the back. So this is all being totally done through my earpieces. I'm just listening to commands. Continue for 3 kilometers. She's not talking to me. Come on, say something. Say something, please. Nothing. So if you don't hear anything, just keep going straight on. Yeah, so this does feel very strange, riding with no sat-nav on my handlebars. I've always had the Royal Enfield Tripper, and then I've had my Uzi, so it does feel very strange. In 200 meters, turn right, okay. Take the next right, then turn right. Okay. Take the next right. Okay. In 300 meters, turn left. Okay. Turn left onto route 1004. Okay. What a little popping noise she makes. And we're 43 kilometers in. We're heading back to Chiang Mai from Chiang Mai, over the mountains here, very scenic as you can see. And so far, I'm quite happy with the bike. It's pulling very well, even for a 350. So it'll cruise easily at 80, no problem at all. No effort at all, it'll cruise at 80. With a little bit of a push, it'll do 100. There we go, cruising at 80. Now 90. We're going uphill. It's not a problem. So yeah, it's a really scenic road on the way back. Really nice. Quite mountainous, quite cornery. Struggling to get used to these foot pegs, but it's okay. Little tiny foot pegs, right? The same as the shotgun 650, they're the same pegs. But it's a very different riding position, very different riding position than my Meteor, and everyone to their own, right? So this is what Mrs. T chose. She chose this bike. And she chose it because of how light it is, that's the reason. And I'm hoping I can lower it for her slightly somehow, changing the rear shocks, lowering the seat maybe. I'm gonna have to join Royal Enfield Hunter Facebook groups now. Right, so now we're pulling uphill. That's a steady incline all the way. I'm doing 90 kilometers per hour. The bike's not struggling at all, not at all. And what a nice day we've chosen today. What an absolutely lovely day. Good job it's not raining. That's what normally happens when I ride from Chiang Mai to Chiang Rai. It normally pours a bit down. Today it's very beautiful, very lovely. I'm just taking it slow now so I can speak to you while riding the bike. This was supposed to have been Mrs. T's Christmas present. It was supposed to be her Christmas present, really. And things changed and it didn't become so. I'm not going to explain why that is, not yet. There is a reason for it. But it's now beginning of March. We go to England next week. So she's only going to get the bike for 1 week before she says goodbye to it for 3 months. But anyway, this bike served a purpose. We've now got it, and hopefully we'll announce that purpose very soon. So this is where we have been a little bit crazy in the fact that we've bought a bike without you even test riding it. So on you go, Mrs. T. Let's see you sit on this bike. I know you've sat on one in the past. Yeah, it's a little tour for you. Wow. Okay, so yeah, all you have to do is click down into first gear and then you've got up 4 gears. Okay, I'll follow you. I'm going to follow you. Yeah, we go. This is kind of nice already. And that is one thing we do have, is a squeaky brake on your bike. Very noisy. It's a simple fix, I will sort that out for you. Woohoo! How cool is this? Hello, Mrs. T. You do look good on that bike, my love. You really do look good on that bike. And just turn off on the red switch. Just there we go. Yeah, it looks really nice, my love. Now we're going to film you getting off. There. Ah, very good. Okay?
Yeah, very good. Only I have to lean on my arm. My arm is big.
Yes. So I noticed this as well. It's a racing bike. They've made it younger, like a racing bike. So we can put handlebar extenders on to make the handlebars taller and closer to you. We can do that. But you're just going to get a stronger arm.
It's hope easy girls now. Wow, look at this sexy girl. Oh goodness.
So I must admit, Mrs. T really does look good on this bike. It really suits her body size. It's looking very good, Mrs. T. Looking very nice. So we do hope to go touring Thailand on 2 bikes. We already made a travel documentary about touring Thailand on a single bike, i.e. this Meteor 650, and she was very good. We did 2,400 kilometers all the way down to the south of Thailand and back again. I think that was a 6-part series that we did. I'm looking forward to making a travel documentary with 2 bikes in the near future. It's going to be a little bit of a wait because we're traveling to England very soon, and we're going to be there for at least 3 months. So this bike, both bikes are going to be stored now for 3 months, which will be interesting to see which one will start and which one won't. Here we are at the White Temple. Very busy with tourists as usual. Yeah, this bike really suits her, really suits her. I really wanted her to buy the classic 350 because that's the bike that I really like. But obviously it's a bit older styling looking for her, and she says it's too tall and too heavy. So out of all the Royal Enfields, I do think the Hunter is the lightest one, which is why she chose it. Okay, Mrs. T, you've done 50 kilometers on your new second-hand Royal Enfield Hunter. It's like a new bike.
It is.
Just give me your initial impressions. What do you think about it?
I think it's very good.
Comfortable for you?
Yeah, it's good looking bike and it's good ride actually.
a
Yeah,
good
I
ride.
think so.
Any problems?
It is little bit squeak noise brake.
Squeaky, noisy brake on the back.
Yeah.
I think it's because the previous owner hadn't used it much. It just needs a bit of brake-friendly paste on the back of the brake pads, which I'll sort out next. I'll do that job for you. But yeah, I'm impressed with the bike. I rode it 180 kilometers. You've done 50 on it now. So I'm impressed with the bike. And I think a future video will be me doing a review on the Hunter 350 after I've done a few more kilometers on it.